Hello everybody and welcome back to Songs of Six. Well, last episode we have finished by sorting out a bit for wood, early production and upkeep. Well, now is the time for our colony to grow toward more non-essential goods, I feel like. So, on today's episode I planned to tap into this clay. Very, oh, that's 95%. This is going to be a huge clay mine for me. That's very good. It's very rich. Also probably not going to have to expand meaninglessly over around, just going to be grabbing this little piece over here and it's going to supply me with all the clay I would ever want to. So for the first few years, so now we have a decent amount of furniture stacked up, so I'm going to free up a person up there and I'm going to cut back on the bakers to two, there we go, people, because we don't have a steady supply of grain, because we are keeping this harvesting from year to year, these two pieces, and it's bringing up this amount. I probably have to, and it's probably wise to set up a farm for it. And oh, this is so good. That's going to be upkeeping us with a lot of grain. 100% fertility. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Oh, that's going to supply us with a lot of grain, so our bakery can go on. The problem is going to be wood. So, and where we are wanting to put our wood, probably over here. This is already a very heavily forested area. That's going to be good enough for us. So we are going to, well, I'm not planning to chop down more because they are going to chop down that and haul in that. That's going to need another worker just to get on that ASAP. And we are going to accept a few more people. Let our colony grow because we are having a good amount of food stockpiles. But bear in mind that stockpile is also counted by the rations over here, and we are wanted to use that only as a state of emergency. So now, as our colony grows, we can see an outlook of where they are moving and what is the main areas used for transportation. So we are going to put up some dirt roads over that areas. And to put a bigger well over here, so I don't want this to be paved down. Well, not really paved down. Currently we are just beating down the ground to little dirt roads, which is, well, sufficient enough in this stage of the game, but later on it's not going to be. And I assume since this farm is going to be set up, we are going to have to need another leading down into this area. And it's also going to help to speed up for people roaming around. Good enough. Let's get to it. I don't want this over here. Done. This is already at 49% load. Soon we are going to have to dig another well. What was the price of the wood? 2. That's good, that went up. Sell 200 more just to help us to fill up our stockpile ever so slowly. Okay, I know the pigs are producing us enough food that we can look to be exporting a bit more. So I just the wrong button. I don't want to stop the OBS. Okay. Misclick. Okay, so now that our food is, well, it's going to rot away eventually, and it's only 2, but we can sell a bit of an excess. Well, maybe about 25, just for 50 coin. Just a bit of an extra to help bolster our economy. Okay, now one of this farm is set up for 7 people with not needing 7. 4 is probably going to be enough so they can get on the road. Now our furniture is coming in nice and steady along with some bread. Let's see, the bread is completely useless. There's nobody buying this. That is a bit of a problem with this game. Look at these prices. You are simply unable to sell anything. That's a bit of an annoyance that you have to slowly and steadily build up your coffers by selling basic materials for so dirt cheap that I feel like it needs a bit of an addressing, but it's probably something in the demo, I think, or just countermeasure for privacy, or not privacy, but having to completely play out the game in a free demo state. I feel like, not sure, but I think that can use a bit of an adjusting from the devs. That's my opinion. Maybe I just didn't progress that far into the game to be able to understand the trading system in a kind of in-depth, so I can take advantage of it. So I'm just struggling with it. That's also a very good explanation for it, but I just don't understand it yet. So we are going to build some roads for people to this farm. There we go. Let's get on it. And the reason I have made these little channels in the pasture is that you can see the fertility is 56%, but as we move toward a better watered area is going to rise up rapidly. So the water is fertilizing the area, therefore giving me a better yield on everything. So we are going to continue to dig channels all around this place just to get ahead on the food production, because once you go into a negative spiral, what I learned from a very painful way, that it's incredibly hard to get out of it, and it can spell doom for an entire playthrough. Starvation, people starting to be unhappy and steadily leaving the city with every little thing that you have granted them access to. So here, as you can see in the population tab, we chose our species and the access. Here you can grant them an extra set of clothing, jewelry, food rations, drink rations, and furniture. So this will be removed from your stockpiles to increase happiness. Well, we are currently at 80%, so I'm just going to allow them one piece of wood per person to furniture. That's meager. That's some harsh living shit you got over there. But hey, this is what you signed up for, so get your ass back to work, peasant. Okay, 3 people seems like enough. It's still not sold that, boy, but no, that vegetable is up and running. Well, we harvest in 6 days. So I am going to remove jobs so they don't harvest it anymore. Well, grain is still, well, now it's consumed up as every baker made it, so we are going to suspend activity in this room because currently they are doing absolutely nothing for me, as they cooked up all of the grain into, well, usable, edible food. So now they can get back to their job. And we are going to sell a bunch more food, not food but wood, to fill up those coffers, because we are going to need it to skip to some advanced part of the game, some buildings and such. Now that the vegetable farm is up and running and the grain is soon in, I am actually thinking about completely flooding this area with channels and put up forestry in this area, because as you can see, this is the densest forest close by, and have a bit of a chop down in this area just so I can have a storage and scrap put in for effectivity. So we are probably going to get back to it a bit later on, not now, because currently we are set on sites to have this little clay cut out for it. So we are going to a clay pit and design it out like so. As you can see, 50% deposits, that's at the greatest, but like this, still dropping down. Not great, not great, because this is just going to give our average amount. See, it's going to consume some furniture and stone to put it on, and here we are going to have a bit of a storage and auxiliaries, but we are going to have to chop down this area because we currently can't even, well, maybe we can, because these auxiliaries are, well, needed to boost their production efficiency. As you can see, I can shove 71 people in here. That's going to be a lot of work for them, and I can do it like this, and this is going to give us a 73% efficiency. And can I show it a bit more? I don't want to show it in here. I can just increase the amount of people who's working in here, and that's going to solve that. So let's get on it. Oh, when the grain farm is not up. Are they harvesting? Are they harvesting? Yes. So we are going to skim off the production of bread from now on, so that we can sow this grain field. We are going to allow a bit more people to come in, and now we can see that we have 2 people that are homeless. 7, 6, 1 people actually, but that showing us that we need to get on the housing problem, and we are going to build dormitories. So another thing, noise in this game is real, so I am planning to have a housing in this general area and work area over here. So yeah, with that in mind, when I don't need that, it's exactly the same length, so I can build it over here. That's good. So that's 15 more people, or 40 more people over there that's able to house it, so we can comfortably go up above 40 people in housing situation. Question is, well, food security, can we maintain it? So far the hunter is doing a good job, I feel like, to help us out with food, with our production over here. Oh boy, we have again a ton of wood. Yeah, let's just sell it again. Or maybe we can automate it by having an export depot over here. Oh, that's good, I can shove it in here. Yeah, that's good. Right in front of this. Place. I don't really know how this is working out like this, but I'm not questioning it, I'm just enjoying it. So I can show a import depot around here. That will help us to fill up a coffer just a tad bit more, and we are out of stone. So we are going to head back to Clear Lock and find a nearby stone depot. Oh, we got it. That's fairly close by, thankful. Eh? And we are going to queen all this up so they can get on it. We have 22 odd jobbers, so they are going to work on that fairly quickly, because now we got a bit more of food coming in, and I could definitely build a bit more of an efficiency stuff over here, but that's going to using up a fair amount of furniture. So I think yeah, we have 5 people working on it. We are going to give it 2 more just to get ahead of it. And this is the export depot. So we are selecting wood and export level 25%. No, when we above 600, we are going to sell it, the rest, and that will allow us to have a decent supply maintained and automate a bit of a money coming in. So tending 74 with 5 people, that's not really good, so I need 6 people on that. Skill cycle tending. Today 96, 7, barely. Okay, you want to optimize this, so that's as close as we can get. Maybe cutting down these 4 tiles or 3 tiles will be enough, but I'm not going to bother with that. 96% is as close as we can get. And we just dip below, yeah, because a lot of people are just saying, hey, I want to dig clay. Oh, don't worry, you will get into the mines, brother. You will get shoved into the mines, but not now. They produce us a lot of clay very quickly. That's good. Okay, so that's coming in. What we need clay for is another bit of a entertainment eatery. But I am not going to build that currently because we got better things to do. We need a lab. We need to get going with the research because we are already in the third year and middle of the third year, and we just barely got set up. Soon raid chance we are going to start ticking up as we build off our coffers. So what do we need for? What do we need for that? A lot of furniture. People are on it. What else do we need? Well, we can quickly see it. Infrastructure, knowledge, lab. This is going to be a bit of a larger lab because I'm thinking about permanent situation, but no, that's over, so that's going to be like this. Okay, station. We are going to need wood and furniture and stone for the building itself. So we are going to show as many research stations in here as we can. As usual, that's not really working out. Maybe in this kind of a layout. Yeah, this seems good. Yep, that's 40 people, and they are able to maintain, because hell, you have to maintain even research, otherwise your people start to forget and your unlocked research start to be, well, degraded. That's good enough, and not good enough, but more than adequate. So we are going to keep it like that for now, so we can afford it to build it, but we can expand it to a large research area. That's good. So harvest season almost on us. And now, as you can see, our food supplies, even though they look good or okay in paper, that's only 4 days worth of food. So we are going to increase a bit of our hunting, and hopefully people will be get on with these farms. We're going to cut back on the clay production a bit more, so they will get on harvesting these materials quickly. Probably going to forbid everything else except for these, because these are expensive little pieces of fruit, because they are not actually fruit in this game, but well, some kind of a medicine. So yeah, I am forbidding most of this stuff so they can focus on getting the grain in to solve the fields, and this large fruit pile. And after that we have time, maybe we are going to get on the herbs too, because they are a good little export, I think. Yeah, too. We can't really use it for much at the beginning. That's going to be having us once again to build up our coffers. Okay, hopefully they will prioritize to bring it in over here. Okay, no, I don't need 2 people over here, only 1 by now. So that's going to free up 2 more. And now harvest is coming in, and we are already at 7 days. Good, looking good. Now I'm going to cut back. No, I'm not going to cut back. I want this livestock to slowly tick up. Because that's... And here we go. We have a trader coming in, a slaver. He is offering us to sell people. Well, thank you very much. We don't have the money for that, so off you go. And so let's take a look at the world around us. So yeah, we are starting up here in Narkla region. There's large, great powers around in this northern and southern area. It seems like we are in a bit of a free-for-all area of this place. These are free lands, free for the taking. I'm not sure. Ooh, this guy has a large army, 1.6k only in the garrison, and total population of the city is 38,000. Holy shit, that's huge. As you can see, these smaller cities are having a much lesser amount of garrisons. Ooh, and this place is barely having any garrison at all, so this is very easy to capture. 142 people only, but they are barely equipped and trained. Oh, that's good. We can set out to military conquest, but that's very much far away. So you also have to put our army together and train them, arm them, and have a good amount of rations stored up. So now, yeah, I'm going to allow one more just to get up to the 35 tick, and that's going to be good, I feel like. So we are having a good amount of vegetables. Let's just sell some. No, that's not that many. It's getting along. Only the worker. Good. So we are going to drop down to about 4 people, and now that is actually sold. We are not wanting to harvest these. Okay, no, delete jobs. So we can prioritize getting the fruits set up, because that's going to be another good farm for us, and hopefully they will set their sight on that. And after that we can go and capture those mushrooms and have that farm up and going too. Let me check on the time. Yes, this is going to be a 29-minute long video. This is good enough. I feel like we expanded a bit on our food and we acquired clay. We set up a bit of an export to help us get some money in, and we are starting off with a lab so we can get into researching and stuff and finally advance. And it's somewhat good enough, I feel like, because we are in a year 3 and we are making good progress. Need stone. Oh yeah, we are out of stone. That's why it's stalling. So I'm going to have to send out a party to acquire it. And this is ore. Yeah, this is metal ore. This is also a good place, but oh, okay. With stone, we are in a bit of a trouble. Okay, that's really not good. Well, we are going to have a ton of stone from harvesting, but long-term solution will come from quarries, and for that we have to dig into the mountain, and these deposits are quite tapped. Closer deposits. Oh, but this one is not all that good either. Okay, so with stone seems like we are going to have a bit of an issue here, as this is a very far away stone deposit, and that one is the acceptable one. That's trouble. What's this? Oh. Okay, so that's it. We have set up lab. We realized we are, well, in a bit of a trouble according to stone, but we can remedy it through imports, and with an increased population, I feel like, well, you know, actually Soviet style era, if you got problem, throw more people at it. They will solve it eventually, and that's feel like that's going to happen with us, no problem. Okay, well, anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good time and you get a bit of an inclination of this game, how it will going to pan out, because I am planning to set up a bit of a conquest, because, well, we can. The only thing is going to be reaching that point. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time and have a good one. Goodbye.